This has been an amazing show. Now we get to talk about one of my favorite organizations, and I know it's yours. Take it away, Cheryl.
Oh my God.
Minnie's Food Pantry.
Yes, we get to talk about Minnie's Food Pantry. You know how much I love serving our community. And I'm so excited because joining me today is Minnie's Food Pantry Director, Lynette Wellington.
Welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Right. In a few days, we've been talking about Women's History Month, and you know how much I love this woman, my mother. Her name was Minnie Ewing, and I loved her so much. And we've been able to serve over 27 million meals. 27 in her name. Lynette, what has that been like for you being the pantry director? What have you seen happen?
I think one of my favorite things, since you mentioned the word sing, is the visible impact that I get to see every day. I get to see people who have a desire to serve come and serve those who have a desire for a need. And when you put these two together, we see magic happen every Wednesday through Saturday. And I invite people to come out down 18th Street to see the people that are in line and to see the smiles on the people that are serving and the people who are receiving. I invite them to come hear the music that is in the streets as we are dancing and singing and bringing what we all knew growing up as community.
That's right.
I'm just over 50 and I'm loving seeing the world kind of go backwards a little bit and come together to help each other in a way that we haven't in a long time.
Oh, we so need that desperately.
Yes,
desperately.
yes, we
And
do.
not, you know, a food pantry, it's not just Thanksgiving and Christmas. People have to know that this is a daily need in our community.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And what I love about it too is that we started off as a food pantry, but as we celebrate 16 years, we've really progressed into now teaching for the last almost 10 years. We've been teaching classes. Speak to that, Lynette.
I think it's really important too to educate as we go forward in the community. I love that Minnie's has classes that are related to our seniors and to our young people, and that we've invited schools to come in and do field trips with us. I love that we hit those in the middle ages too, because now we're teaching makeup classes and interview skills and how to build an Etsy business, everything that you can possibly imagine.
Yes,
and I love that our community partners are coming in and teaching those classes. So no matter what, I saw in your thing in a show earlier, it said connect. No matter what, we're connecting people together. That's making an impact that's going to change the world.
And what does it feel like, especially when we're doing the opening at Minnie's? For those of you who've never volunteered, we invite you to volunteer.
Yes.
But when we're doing the opening, in the first 3 or 4 minutes, you see grown men crying just over the opening. What does that speak to your spirit and soul and say that you're doing?
And again, I think it's because you don't realize that when you show up at 7:45, how long people have been waiting in that line to get food. And we've got 3 or 4 minutes to make you feel what we have felt all year long, and for the 16 years that we have been serving, and what we're continuing to feel. We have to put the spirit of Minnie inside of you to give your best while you're at your very best. I love that she would always say, while you love it, give it to someone else so that they would appreciate it. She was careful to make sure, with her attention to detail and how she served with her heart and her mind, her soul and her spirit, that the product that she was giving matched what she felt on the inside. Because when they take it away, not only did they see the love visibly, they felt the love also, and that's important.
I remember her speaking at her last sermon, and on her at the stage, she said, "If I were to die today, I would want my tombstone to say she loved God
and she loved God's people." Yep.
And she died that Thursday of the same week that she made that statement, Sister V. And we actually put that on her headstone. But that's what I think that we put and pour into people when they come and volunteer at Minnie's, that it's really just about the love.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen so many come in, and I know you've experienced it too, where people come in for the food, but in the last minute they said, the food is the end result. I literally came in because I needed hope.
Yeah.
And Miss Minnie would say, hope is having only positive
emotions. Like one of my favorite scriptures that we quote is that the poor you will have with you always. And I know people quote that and they think about that in one way, but one way I want people to think about it is, while that person is in front of you, outside of the need of the food, what can you give them of yourself they're going to be able to take away with them? I think I love that about y'all's show, because you're empowering women to give the very best of who we are, not only to our communities, but to our families and to the people that we just see every day while we're walking and doing life.
Absolutely, and pouring into others, because nobody knows where they're going to be. And I've been there, I've volunteered, and don't judge somebody that pulls. Yeah, support it. But don't judge people that come in. You don't know what they've just gone through, lost a job or lost everything.
That's so true.
But see people the way they are. Put yourself in their shoes, and you just don't know. And like you said, you see them, you're intentional with it, and they feel the love.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
what's
just
important.
it's the most important thing we can give anybody and everybody.
Really
and volunteers coming in with the right attitude, like Vicki, and stepping into the middle of what we're dealing with. It empowers those that work here. You know, we're dealing with this every day, every year for 16 years. But you're coming in and saying, "I want to join your team. I want to connect with you and keep you motivated." It helps the whole staff be able to keep it. It is very fun.
And I thank you. I mean, let me publicly say thank you to you and Bill. Y'all provided over 300,000 meals throughout the years through your support of Minnie's Food Pantry. And when I personally started at the beginning, I mean, I had nothing. I had nothing but a prayer and someone saying, "Feed the hungry." And I was like, but how? And you and Bill, you came on my board at the beginning, and you and Bill, y'all really helped carry the pantry in this first years, or we wouldn't have made it to year 16. And so we owe this moment is a moment for me to say thank you. During Women's History Month, you helped me make history by supporting and empowering me to empower the community. And now, you know, we're 14 locations strong, 27 million meals.
Look at that seed.
From a simple seed that you planted. And so to the women out there, you know, you may think that you're not giving a lot, but if you give just a little bit, your little bit can help someone else have so much more. And you know, and that's why we're here today, because I planted a seed and Sister Vicki came and watered it, and now Lynette is watering it, and now the entire community has said no one will go to bed hungry. And so what seed will you help water? This is Women's History Month. Find someone that you can pour a little water on the seed that's in their heart. Let it sprout up.